Hello. Every day I hear, read and see stuff written by other trainers or behaviourists, call them what you will, who write stuff that I just think, I can't even believe that you believe that you actually think that that is true and correct and for a client is going to work. One thing I'm pleased to see is that more and more owners are just starting to realise, no, that's not good advice. So I'm getting more and more owners who are just using common sense and saying, I don't think that's going to work for me and my dog. And rather than wasting time on something that really seems like rubbish, they're just going, no, that's rubbish. I'm just going to ask somebody else. So firstly, don't be fooled that just because an expert, inverted commas, tells you that this is the right thing to do, that it necessarily is. You can do a weekend course now that will give you a diploma in animal behaviour. So just because somebody says they're an expert, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are. But one of the ones that I find just kind of the most ridiculous is this concept I keep seeing and reading about that says that if you've got a dog who's got very high energy levels or is mentally overstimulated all the time, what you need to do is give him things to burn that up on, because somehow that will just make him more tired and more relaxed. He's going to sleep better and he's going to relax for longer and you'll get that lovely calm dog that you're hoping for. But really, you just have to think about it for a moment and it just doesn't make sense. So if I've got a dog that's already got very high energy levels that takes a long time to calm down, if I then start trying to burn that off of him, all I'm going to do is make him fitter. He's now able to do it for much longer because I've helped him to train in the same way that an athlete who wants to get better trains more and harder and for longer because it makes them better at doing it. If I've got a dog who struggles mentally to wind down and I give him brain training exercises or scent exercises to try and burn that off, any of you that's ever done that with your dog realizes that actually their recovery time is really short. So even if I give him this exercise to tire him out, probably 20 minutes later, he's up and about and ready. He doesn't go, okay, I've done this 5-minute scent exercise. I'm now so tired. I'm going to sleep all day. No, 20 minutes later, he's like, right, okay, what are we doing now? So all I'm doing again is just making a dog who's able to go longer and longer and longer. So what you do is you end up with the dog that's exactly the reverse of what you wanted because of the exercises that you gave him. So if you've got a dog that's really hyper and manic, the one thing you don't want to do is try and tire him out because you'll just find it takes longer and longer and longer to tire him out. Instead, what you do is you teach him to calm down. Do you remember when we were kids, your parents would go, hey, this ain't a playground, you know, calm down. They didn't say, oh, the trouble is the children just aren't stimulated enough. Let's get some brain games for them. They taught you to calm down. In class, back when I was a boy, if you were too hyper in the class, you got punished until you were quiet and you learnt to be quiet and to be calm. The teacher didn't say, oh, little Jimmy there is getting too excited in the class. Let's give Jimmy some exercises to wear him out. No, you were told to calm down and you got better and better at calming down. So if you've got a dog that's really hyperstimulated, really over-aroused, won't settle, won't relax, stop trying to tire him out. That's not going to work. Not as a strategy for stopping him being hypermanic. You can by all means exercise him, but just be aware that just makes him fitter. No, what you need to do is teach him to calm down. And if you don't have the tools to do that, don't let somebody berate you into believing that you've just got to get him brain games. You're not going to tire him out. Get a reputable trainer out to come and see you who's going to help teach you some techniques on how to get him to calm down. But save yourself some time and money and effort and stop watching those YouTube videos. Good luck.